Hello, this is Grandma's Gone Gaming. I'm bringing you what is now turning into the unofficial episodes 7 and 8. Well, this will be 7. I'll still have to probably do the 8th, but you'll see results. What I did was I did 7 and 8. I got so into doing the recording that instead of hitting the F9 key at the beginning, I actually started the videos when I meant to end the videos for 2 in a row. So all I had was like a on both of them. So I'm going to show you basically what I did, and then I'll go with that. And you'll get to end up seeing a little bit more of the build that I was going to make, whereas I was going to show you some stills at the end of it, because I only got one part of it built. So we'll maybe get a little more finished build out of it, but I will show you. That's an empty chest there. I've kind of left behind things that I'm not going to use here. I have wood and stuff over there. Just stuff. Cleaned out these things, so built more stuff over here, which I want to get to because we are end of the day. I came over here where I explained that what I wanted to do is build my cliff dwellings over. I think I did that in the end of 6 anyway. But as I was gathering stuff out of there, I put, I came around out at pretty close to night and put lights out here, started on this. But in here, I wanted brown, and I want the yellow from up here and the white, and I wanted red. And I know that in some of the layers over there I didn't find it, but in here, looking at this cliff face, it looked to me like there was going to be more of the colors, and there were, and I need more of this red right now, so I'm going to go ahead and get that. But again, this is unofficial. Didn't mean to do this. Just totally blew it. I got to go put the coal in the furnace. But as I was doing this up here, this actually happened during episode 8. Most of episode 8 was gathering what I could from up here in there, after I had finished 7 and gotten things lit up a little bit. I had done some fishing also. No, I did that before, I think. Anyway, I have plenty of food. And okay, what do I want to do? I just want to, that's what I wanted to do. Take that. That's what happened to my wood. I was wondering what happened to my wood. I'm going to put that in there like that. Put the wood in here. But anyway, I have colored glass panes here that I made. And now I do need to go get that red to finish this little terrace area here out. But what I started talking about was that the most important thing that I learned in my life was that people need to work together. You need to be able to depend on each other. You need to communicate. Your parents, you need to communicate with your kids. Kids, you need to communicate with your parents. You need to communicate with your other community members. Sometimes you're living in areas that are small, sometimes big, but you all have basic communities around you that you are familiar with. And it's really important that not only your families, but your communities communicate with each other. Family members are good, great, but sometimes you need somebody else in your life. Why is that not? Oh, one's iron and one's... Okay, fine. Let's get that one out of there. And get my red down on here. And I'm probably just as happy that you didn't hear all of my 7th episode, because I got teared up. I lost my mom a couple years ago. My dad died in 1976 after having had a heart attack. He was, like I had mentioned before, he was a drinker and a smoker. And, okay, there we go. And it took his toll. It took a big toll on him. He died when he was 54 years old. Don't drink. Don't smoke. It's not good for you. I did drink. I never smoked, but I did drink. And I've paid some of the price for doing some of that over the years. I've also been a heavy eater, which is not good for you either, and didn't always eat healthily. And I do know better now. And I try to do the best I can with what I have left of my body. It's had a lot of hard wear and tear. And it happens. You do the best you can. But it's so important for kids to let their parents know what it is that they have dreams about. You need to dream. You need to have a dream for your life. You need to have maybe not necessarily a plan for your life. It is not necessarily true that you need to, plan way ahead for your life. Many people have been huge successes in life without having had a plan once they got out of high school. But they knew that they wanted to do something. And maybe they didn't learn one particular thing and be able to, like compete with somebody in, some big moneyed area or anything like that. But they had a dream. They had something that felt good to them. Maybe they didn't. But learn what that dream is. And I really urge everybody to find out what your dream is, to find out what you have in life that you can do best, and do it. Learn about it. Tell your parents if you're a kid. Tell your kids what you learned as you were growing up with your parents. Communicate with them. Tell them what it is that has felt good to you over the years. And if your kids don't want to do what you want them to do, don't worry about it. Let them experiment. Maybe they will come back to what you want them to do. But the most important thing, as far as I'm concerned, and I need another pick, is to just tell them, look, I support you. I'll be there for you. Whatever it is you want to do it, learn it, do it well. That's what's most important. I'll help you in that in any way that I can. But you got to put out. You've got to do your part. Put out everything that you can for the effort. And I'll help you. Dad will help you. Mom will help you. Help me help you. Talk things over among your family members, among your community, and your extended relatives, and all that kind of stuff. And that's what I was trying to say. Is that, and this is what I'm building here, is a little community where these people would have depended on each other. It would be an area where they had what they had, but they didn't have a whole lot of stuff. Maybe like the Pueblo Indians, or it wouldn't have to be those. Anybody that was building, there were, from what I read and understand, there's cave builders. There were cave dwellers. I don't know if that was really true, but that's what we've been taught. And they lived off the land. They lived off what they could do, and I am so admiring of that kind of thing. And as you can tell, that's the way we were brought up. We were brought up as pioneers in generations behind those of our peers. And I think it was probably the best thing that could ever have happened to any of us, because we learned what people had been taught from early ages. All right, so I'm going to look at this here, because what I want to do, I've got the red out front. Now I want to put some colors behind it that are going to contrast with it. I think I need more of that yellow and white up there. I think I'm going to put a white one over here. I had really wanted some flowers to do this. What I need to do here is I need to make stairs that go up from here. So I need to cut that down, because I have wooden stairs made ahead of time here that I made in one of the other episodes that didn't get shown. And so I'll be putting those up here. Get that out of here, and I need to get that off of there like that. And take these out, because I want this all to be set back to this next layer, and I want the layers here to remain what they are. But we're going to create the colors that go behind this house. Oh, and I'll show you. It's a very simple house. It's not going to end up decorated in any way, but it has wood floors. It has a wood ceiling. And in here we have the lights in their little sconces built into the wall. And, a door that's going to go out into the house behind there. And hopefully I'll get to where there will be a community area as well. Okay, just checking to make sure nothing's coming. I didn't hear anything, but there's things up, standing out there behind the light, and that's okay. All right, so I want this out of here right now, actually, and I want one of the red ones in there to match here like that, and I think I'll put a brown one here. Okay, and let that match. Okay, and then I have my wooden stairs, and obviously this is going to be a little more finished than a real cliff dwelling would be. All right, now I need to have some more of the hardened clay down here, and just kind of come out like this, because I want to do this corner thing with it here. And not sure if I'm going to leave these. I think maybe just leave that like that, but I thought maybe I would just kind of see if I would do this or not. No, I don't like it. It'll just be as if the rock corner were still there, and you can get up. Well, let's see, it'll have to be more than that. It'll have to be taller than that. The hardened clay again. I know I'm used to using my 5 slot. No, you know, you probably wonder why I do that. Other people have asked. It's just what I do. It's what I'm used to. Creature of habit, all that kind of stuff. And when I'm building in creative, I don't actually do that. It's kind of weird. I spread things out across the bar, but then I don't have to worry about my weapons and tools and stuff either. Okay, I think that's what I want to do there. And then from anywhere on here, you can get onto the stairs. Okay, so then I'm going to hollow this out a little bit. What I want to do is spread this next house over a little bit this way. I need to have at least enough room to have the floor, 2 inside spaces, and the roof. Ceiling, roof, combined. See, that's orange clay in there. And I do have some right here. I guess we could... I can always use just the axe. So I'll use 3 for an extra color there. Okay. Pick these up. And I think we'll go over maybe just a little bit further with it here. And then go back in. My original plan had only been to make just a facade, so that you would just see the front layer, but then I decided I wanted to have the light behind the windows, and that wasn't lending itself to what I was coming up with. So we're going to go back in a little further here and build this house into the rock, into the mesa itself. The other one maybe was the first one that was built. Somebody gathered the clay like I did and, you know, built it, and then maybe along came kids and grandkids, which is something that has happened all my life. Lived in, as you've heard me say, houses that were added on to, houses that were fixed up, houses that maybe somebody had bought and then they wanted to repair, or maybe they wanted to make it a little bit bigger. So that's what's kind of happening here. So let's take this white hardened clay, and we'll build this house here out this way. Just a little square house here, and it will stick out a little bit past this part here. And I want to see what I'm going to check something. I thought I heard something down there. Just making sure. Okay. Yeah, I did. Let's take, while I'm down here, I'll do what I usually do with steps when I put them on. I'll do like this, so they can be approached from any side, and you can get right in. So yeah, that's what I'll do there. And go up here, and up. And I think maybe I'll go back, not all the way across here, like this. Okay. Let's go put the flooring in with slabs again, because that goes a little further. This is a quick little floor. This is just a little tiny house. Maybe this was the dowager house, you know, per se. So we're going to do the white here, and maybe just Mom lived here after she moved out of the bigger house downstairs, or whatever. You know, so here, all the way out to there. Oop, don't want it in here. We'll follow the same pattern for them all. Right, there we go. And we get the slabs again. And we'll fill that in just like I did down below, up at the top, like that. Little recessed area there. And we don't have any windows here, so we'll just do that. And I think there will be the door coming in here. And no, that's just the one door, I think. Just decide. All right, and here we want to go up to here, and then this part is going to have windows. Oh yeah, okay, that's what I need to do. Right all the way across there like that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just use the green glass panes that I made, so that they'll all have that one aspect that'll be similar. And over here, that and the doors. And we'll put the door going that way. All right, and inside here, can't light things up with rotten flesh. And we just need the one little alcove in here. Where's the white? I need the white hardened clay again. There we go. And, whoops, I've got to have a tool in my hand. There we go. To put that in there. And that just gives a little bit of light inside of here. That's all it needs. I don't know if I'm going to put any outside light other than maybe like, I'm just going to go down here. I'm trying to hurry this up a little bit. Around this area. Let's put it right here. And right there. No. I'm going to go to the corner. Okay. Alright, so there we have that. And then we're going to go up and build another little one up here. And I want that one to pop out this way a little bit, I think. Or maybe back further. Maybe we're going to use yellow now. We're going to put yellow in here. And I think I'm going to pop it out this way. But they need to have here, I better eat, some ladders that go up. Okay, well, we're on day 9, and I'm going to have to cut this off and come back up with the next one. So you will have these 2 episodes to watch, even though the 2 partials were lost. Okay, so I will be back with my extended number 8. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.